Today we'll discuss about class 9th mathematics chapter 7 triangles. Here we'll discuss about the congruency of figures. Congruency. In which condition two figures are said to be congruent? If the figures have same dimension, if they are exactly equal, then we say the figures are congruent. Like two angles. If the inclination of two angles are equal, if this inclination is theta and this inclination also theta, yet it is angle AOB and PQR. If angle AOB and angle PQR both have same inclination, measure of both the angles are equal, then we say both the angles are congruent. Here angle AOB and angle PQR both are congruent. Since the inclination of both the angles are equal, then we say both the angles are congruent. Similarly, if the sides of a square is equal to sides of another square, then both the square will be congruent there. Like let this is square ABCD, another square PQRS. If the sides of the square ABCD and the sides of square PQRS are equal, let all are 10 cm. It is 10 cm, 10 cm, 10 cm. This square PQRS has also the side 10 cm, 10 cm, 10 cm and 10 cm. Since the sides of the square ABCD and the sides of the square PQRS are equal, then we say both the squares are congruent. Here square ABCD and square PQRS are congruent. These two squares are congruent only as their sides are equal, because we know the interior angles of all the squares are 90 degrees. Here each of the angle A, B, C, D are 90. Similarly, each of the angles of P, Q, R, S are equal, as all are equal to 90 degrees and their sides also equal. So both the squares are exactly equal. In this case, we say the squares are congruent. Next, when two line segments, let AB is any line segment and MN is also another line segment. AB is a line segment and MN is also a line segment, and if the length of both the line segments are equal, let AB and MN both are equal with 30 cm. Let AB and MN both are equal with 30 cm. In this case, we say the line segments are congruent since they are equal in length. So here we observe, if the lengths of two line segments are equal, then we say the line segments are congruent. When the inclination of two angles are equal, then we say the angles are congruent. If the sides of two squares are equal, then we say the squares are congruent. So next we will discuss about the triangles, whether the triangles will be congruent or not. Let two triangles A, B, C and D, E, F. Two triangles are there, A, B, C and D, E, F. If you want to find whether these two are congruent or not, then we have to observe their sides and angles. If the corresponding sides of both the triangles are equal and the corresponding angles of both the triangles are equal, then we say the triangles are congruent. Corresponding sides, like the side AB will equal with any of these three sides. Let AB equal with D. Let AB equal with D. BC equal with EF. And AC equal with DF. AC equal with DF. Here the corresponding sides of both the triangles are equal. Then we will observe the corresponding angles also equal here. Here angle A is equal to angle B. Angle B equal with angle B. And angle C equal with angle F. Here angle A and angle B both are equal. Angle B, angle E are equal. Angle C and angle F are equal. Here the corresponding angles also equal. So if we place this triangle ABC over the triangle DEF, then we will observe both the triangles will exactly equal with each other. When it overlaps on DEF, it will be exactly equal there. The sides remains equal, the angles remain equal. Since triangle ABC and triangle DEF are exactly equal, then we say both the triangles are congruent. Here triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent. Since both the triangles are congruent, then we can represent these two triangles of the congruency, like triangle ABC congruent with triangle DEF. This symbol represents the congruency of figures, congruency of two figures. Here triangle ABC, another triangle DEF are congruent. It is represented by this symbol. Here the figures will look like similar and also the dimensions are equal. So the figures are said to be congruent. If two figures are equal in dimensions and they are appearing as same, they are similar to each other, they appear as similar, then we say both the figures are congruent and we represent the congruency in this way. If it is written this type of congruent figures, then we can determine which sides are equal, which are the corresponding sides, they become equal, and which angles also equal by looking the statement here, like triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent. So angle A, angle D will equal, angle B equal with angle E, angle C equal with angle F, and the side AB equal with side DE, the side BC equal with side EF, and side AC equal with side DF here. Next, we'll discuss about the criteria, the rules, in which case we can determine or we can see whether the triangles are congruent or not. By following some rules, we can say what are these rules. We'll discuss here. First, it is rules of congruency. First one is SSS. SSS means side, side, side. Second one is SES, that is side, angle, side. Third one is ASE, that is angle, side, angle, and fourth one is RHS, that is right angle, hypotenuse, and side. And one more rule is there, that is AAS. This AAS is derived from this ASA. Since two angles of a triangle are equal with two angles of another triangle, then the third angle will be equal in both the triangles. In that case, we can derive here angle, side. That is angle, side. According to these 5 rules, we can prove two triangles are congruent there. So let's discuss about the rule SSS, that side criteria. If in between two triangles, the corresponding sides, all these 3 sides are equal with the 3 sides of another triangle, then both the triangles are said to be congruent. Let 2 triangles are there. ABC is a triangle and another triangle is PQR. If triangle, if the side AB equal side PQ and side BC equal side QR and side AC equal side PR. If side AB and side PQ are equal, side BC and side QR are equal, and side AC and side PR are equal. Here the corresponding sides of both the triangles ABC and PQR are equal. Then we say both the triangles are congruent. Then triangle ABC congruent with triangle PQR by SSS criteria. According to side criteria, we can say both the triangles are congruent here. Here triangle ABC and triangle PQR both are congruent. Since both the triangles are congruent, it is observed, and we can write here angle A equal with angle P, angle B equal with angle Q, and angle C equal with angle R. Angle A, angle P are equal, angle B, angle Q are equal, and angle C and angle R are equal. By CPCT. CPCT stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangles. If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts will equal. The corresponding parts, they present 6 parts. Here 3 sides and 3 angles. 3 sides, 6 and 3 angles becomes 6 parts. Since it is observed which 3 pairs of corresponding sides are equal, both the triangles become congruent. After getting the congruent triangles, we can write their corresponding parts. The remaining corresponding parts will equal. Here angle A, angle B, these are equal. Angle B and angle Q, they are corresponding parts also equal, and angle C and angle R also equal. So whenever we get any two triangles as congruent, then we can write their corresponding parts equal. According to the criteria of congruency, we have to represent any 3 parts as equal, and the remaining 3 parts become equal after observing both the triangles congruent. Okay, next we will discuss one more example here. Here it is given that triangle ABC and triangle FDE are congruent, and triangle ABC congruent with triangle FDE, and also it is given the length of side AB at 6 cm, angle B is equal to 40 degree, and angle A is equal to 80 degree. We have to find the length of side DF of the triangle FDE and the measure of angle E. First we have to draw the figures of the triangles which are congruent here. Two triangles are there, triangle ABC and triangle FDE. Here, solution. Triangle ABC and triangle FDE. Here, triangle ABC and triangle FD both are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. If ABC and FD are congruent, then their corresponding parts will equal. That means side AB equal with side FD, side BC equal with side DE, and side AC equal with side FD. Since triangle ABC congruent with triangle FDE, then AB equal with FD, side BC equal with side DE, and side AC equal with side FD. Side AB equal with side FD, side BC equal with side DE, and side AC equal with side FE. Since we have to find the side DF, that is DF, which will equal with AB. So DF is equal to AB, which is given as 6 cm. We got the length of side DF at 6 cm. Next, we have to find angle E. Next, we will compare which corresponding angles will equal here when it is given two congruent angles. Since ABC and DEF are congruent, ABC and FDE are congruent, angle A equal with angle F. Here, angle A equal with angle F, angle B equal with angle G, and angle C equal with angle E. We have to find angle E, and this angle E equal with angle C, but it is not given angle C here. It is given the measure of angle B and angle A, not given angle C. But we know the angle sum property of any triangle. In triangle ABC, sum of all the angles A, B and C becomes equal with 180 degree. Whenever we add all the interior angles of any triangle, then we always get 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C, according to angle sum property, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. But it is given the measure of angle A and angle B, that is 80 and 40. This implies 80 degree plus 40 degree plus angle C is 180 degree. 80 plus 40 is 120. 120 degree plus C is 180 degree. 120 degree plus angle C is 180 degree. This implies angle C is 180 minus 120, that is 60. Since angle C is equal to 60 degree, then angle E also equal with 60 degree. Therefore, angle E equal with 60 degree. Here we got the value of angle E at 60 degree. AB and this FD are equal. It is given the length AB at 6 cm, so FD also equal with 6 cm. Next, angle A and angle B given as 80 and 40. According to angle sum property, then angle C becomes equal with 60, because 80 plus 40 plus 60 becomes equal with 180 degree. We got the value of angle C at 60 degree. After getting this angle C 60, we can find easily the measure of angle E, because angle C and angle E are equal, as triangle ABC and triangle FDE are congruent. Angle E equal with angle C, which is equal with 60 degree. Here, another criteria is ASA, that is angle side angle criteria. So why this angle side angle criteria is valid? To make two triangles congruent. Two triangles are here, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. ABC and PQR, where angle B and angle Q are equal, side BC equal with side QR, and angle C equal with angle R. If in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, angle B equal with angle Q, and side BC equal with side QR, and angle C equal with angle R, then we say both the triangles are congruent. So how they become congruent here? One condition will arise here. If it is given this type of equality, like B and Q are equal, C and R equal, and BC and QR are equal, whether this PR will greater than AC or PQ will greater than AB, or it is smaller than the side of this triangle, what will happen there? Let this PR is greater than AC. Let PR is greater than AC. Then how to make both the triangles congruent? If PR is greater than AC, then we have to construct. We have to take any point on PR. Let K is a point is taken on PR in such a way that KR equal with AC. Take a point K on PR such that AC equal with KR. Now join KQ. In between the triangle ABC and KQR. Triangle ABC and KQR. Here AC equal with AQ, angle C equal with angle R, and BC equal with QR. So now we'll observe triangle ABC and triangle KQR. Side BC equal with side QR, angle C equal with angle R, and side AC equal with side KR. According to side angle side SAS rule. According to side angle side SAS rule, triangle ABC congruent with triangle KQR. Here ABC and KQR both are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then this angle will equal with this angle, but it is given angle Q equal with angle B. This implies KQR equal with ABC angle by CPC, but angle Q equal with angle B. This implies this angle Q and KQR both are coincide with each other. This implies KQR angle coincide with angle PQR. If which two angles are coincide with each other, then KQ and PQ also coincide. This implies KQ coincide with PQ. This KQ and PQ are coincide with each other. This implies triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent. Therefore, triangle ABC congruent with triangle PQR. Here it is observed when one pair of angles are equal and the corresponding sides and another pair of corresponding angles are equal in between two triangles, then both the triangles are said to be congruent by angle side angle criteria. Next we will discuss one example here. AOB and and COD. The line segment AD has midpoint O and DOC is a line segment. If O is the midpoint of AD and angle A equal with angle D, O is midpoint of the line segment AD and angle A equal with angle D, then we have to show this side AB equal with the side CD here. Here it is given O is the midpoint of AD, angle A is equal with angle D, then so that AB equal with CD. Angle A, angle D are equal and O is midpoint of AD. Then we have to show the side AB and side CD are equal. How to show it? In triangle AOB and triangle COD, two triangles are present here, AOB and COD. We have to make both the triangles congruent by using the criteria of congruence. In triangle AOB and triangle COD, since O is the midpoint of AD, then AO is equal to DO here. This AO and DO are equal. AO is equal to D. Since O is the midpoint of AD, since O is midpoint of AD, then the segment AO and the segment DO will equal. Next, it is given angle A and angle D also equal. Angle A is equal to angle D. It is given in the question. Already mentioned in the question that angle A and angle D are equal. Next, angle AOB and angle COD, these two also equal because they are vertically opposite angle. Angle AOB equal with angle COD, they are vertically opposite angle. We know the vertically opposite angles are always equal in magnitude. So AOB and COD, both angles are equal according to the rule angle side angle. Their angle side angle, both the triangles are congruent. According to the criteria angle side angle, here triangle AOB congruent with triangle AOB, that is DOC. AOB and DOC both are congruent. This implies side AB equal with side DC here. Here side AB equal with side DC by CPC, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Side AB and side DC will equal here. Next one is SAS criteria, that is side angle side criteria. In between two triangles, let ABC and PQR are two triangles where AB equal with side PQ, angle B equal with angle Q, and side BC equal with side QR. Side AB and side PQ are equal, angle B and angle Q are equal, and side BC and side QR are equal. In this case, we say both the triangles are congruent. This side angle side criteria. We can write here triangle ABC congruent with triangle PQR. After getting both the triangles as congruent, then we can write angle C equal with angle R, angle A equal with angle P, and side AC equal with side PR by CPCT. Let's discuss one example how this SAS criteria be used. AB and CD both are intersected at the point O. If it is given OA is equal to OB and OC is equal to OD, if OA is equal to OB and OC is equal to OD, then so that side BC is equal to side AD. BC is equal to AD. If OA and OB are equal and OC and OD are equal, then we have to show this BC and AD will also equal. First, we have to represent or we have to show this BC and AD are equal, and these two sides will be equal if we show both the triangles BOC and AOD are congruent. First, we have to make both the triangles congruent. After getting the congruent triangles, we can write this BC and AD are equal by CPCT. So how to make both the triangles congruent here? Two triangles are there. That triangle BOC and triangle AOD. In triangle BOC and triangle AOD. Triangle BOC and triangle AOD. BO of the triangle BOC is equal with AO of the triangle AOD. For the triangle BOC, we can write BO. For the triangle AOD, we can write AO. These two are equal. It is given. It is given this BO and AO are equal. Similarly, in the triangle BOC, the side OC equal with the side OD of the triangle AOD. Here, CO is equal with PO. This one also given. This CO and DO. CO, which is present in triangle BOC, and DO, that is present in triangle AOD, also equal. Next, angle BOC and angle AOD, these two are equal because they are vertically opposite angles. Their angle BOC equal with angle AOD. They are vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite angles, so they are equal. So according to the criteria side angle side SAS, we can write triangle BOC and triangle AOD are congruent. According to the criteria side angle side, here triangle BOC congruent with triangle BOC congruent with AOD. Since both the triangles are congruent, then we can write side BC equal with side AD. This implies side BC equal with side AD by CPCD.